Good morning. Thank you for joining me. My name is Jerrel. I develop games for a living. Today I'm going to explain why RPG Maker is an excellent tool for getting into game development. It is very appropriate in that it offers you a visual interface that allows you to quickly learn the fundamentals of game development. Not just programming. The act of programming a game, coding a game, is a totally different set of skills from conceptualizing and taking a game from your mind and turning it into a functional product. Those are two totally separate skills. And what RPG Maker does is it allows you to develop your ability to transcribe, to take a concept from your mind and to turn it into a functional product. Now, one of the most important things when it comes to game development is database management, and this really varies based on the type of game that you are creating. For example, a very simple side scroller or a Pac-Man type game does not require a great deal of database management. But for something like an RPG, an action-adventure game, games in which you can traverse an environment, pick up items, you may employ the use of skills, magic, abilities, equipment. Those are things that require database management. And if you were to start with a system like Unity or Unreal, Godot, or even GameMaker, there is no database management system. So what do I mean by that? Database management is the system through which you manage all of the supplemental data for your game. So to make sense of this, let's just go ahead and run this project here. We will be using game, just a standard game here in RPG Maker MV. This tends to go on sale at a very good price, and it's quite feature rich, and the sale price is very good from time to time, so keep an eye out on that. So we will go ahead and navigate our characters here. These are just the default characters. Now, all of this information that you see here, the HP, MP, the name, the class, this comes from a database. And if we want to change those, we will have to manage the data through a database management system. So let's take a look at our skills. Do our characters have any skills? Looks like Harold has heal and spark. Let's see. And Therese does not have any magic. So let's make a note of our HP here. 450. Let's go ahead and close out of this. And now we will open our database management system here, and this is built into RPG Maker. And this is largely why RPG Maker is such an excellent tool, not just for learning games, but for creating games of particular styles. So we want to change that base 450. Let's say we want the character to start with 485. Now you'll see a change here. Let's make the change greater, and you'll pay attention to this graph here. Let's say we made that 600, and you'll see a change there. You see how it went up significantly more? Let's go ahead and change it to 900, and you can see that it has gone up significantly more. That's noticeable. If we generate the curve now, you can see that we can enter a starting value and an end value. Let's go ahead and click generate curve again. Let's set that back to 485 as we wanted. We'll make the growth type slow, and we'll make the max HP 7,500. Okay, we'll hit OK, and you can see that that curve has now adjusted. Unity, Unreal, Godot, GameMaker, GDevelop, those game engines do not have a system like this, and this is something that does a massive amount of work for you. To create a system like this yourself would take a massive amount of work. So you can leverage systems like this to manage your database. Let's go ahead and have a look at our skills to learn. Now, Warrior. This class did not have any skills. Maybe we'll go ahead and add one. So let's see, skills to learn. We'll go ahead and just select one. How about triple attack? That sounds fun. And we'll put that at level 1. Okay, so right now what we are doing is we are managing our database. Let's take a look at our actors again. Therese, she is the warrior. Initially, she did not have any skills or magic, and Harold had his HP at 450 to start out with. Let's go ahead and click OK, and we will run it now. Go ahead and save changes to our game, and we will see the changes are immediate. This system is excellent because it provides you a way to visually modify the supplemental values, the supplemental content of your game without having to change anything in the programming, without having to hard code anything. You may perceive now that the starting HP is at 485, so managing our database has had an effect. Let's go ahead and click on skill and select Therese, and let's see, right, so her skill does not show up because I believe we must assign that character the particular category. So let's go ahead and close out of our game. We will open our database management again. If we select triple attack, you can see that the skill type is none. Let's go ahead and change that to special, and we'll see what happens now. There is a formula here, and it looks like we can modify the effect of the skill here, and that is attack multiplied by 4 minus the defense of the enemy multiplied by 2. Interesting that we could control all of that just there. And you can see the abilities here, these skills, all have a formula designated there which we can change. Let's go ahead and make sure we assign that to special. We'll click OK, and now if we run the game and open the menu, we should see that the character will have triple attack. Open the menu, and it looks like triple attack is there. So that is part of the discoverability of RPG Maker. It works extremely well. Now let's say that we want to pick up some equipment. How do we manage that? Let's click on items, weapon, armor. Let's see here. This is sword, axe. These look like categories. If we go to items, what do we have here? If we click on item type, looks like we have those there. Okay. Weapons, so we have weapon types there, so these are actual weapons. So what can we do? Let's say sword, and now change the maximum, and let's say the maximum is 5 weapons. We have a blank spot there. We will right click and paste, and this time we will say nicer sword. It's real good. Okay. And now we want the nicer sword to be nicer than the normal sword. Let's go ahead and see the parameters here. Attack, defense, magic attack, magic defense. On the nicer sword, let's go ahead and make that significantly stronger with attack of 16. You may also add traits here. You can see that there is quite a wide range of effects that you can make part of this equipment. And this is part of the database management system. If you were to use game engines like Unity, Unreal, again, none of those would have a system like this, and you would have to build this yourself, and it would take a significant amount of programming. And I'll show you one of my projects in just a moment for a game that I will be launching in a couple days now. So let's go ahead and save our changes. We'll click OK. Perhaps I'll just create a new event here. Okay. Ah, yes, I see dog. Okay. So we will go ahead and make it so we can obtain this item. Take a look at your categories here. Let's see, party, change item, change weapons. What does change weapon do? We can select the nicer sword. We increase it by 1. Show text. You get nicer sword. Okay, fantastic. Position. Let's go to the middle there. Now that will allow us to obtain a nicer sword. Let's click OK. We will run it, and we will save our changes. Now if we speak to our doggy here, you get nicer sword. let's go ahead and equip the nicer sword to our hero. We see that the hero starts with sword. If we equip the nicer sword, we see the description, it's real good, which we input through our database management system. And now we have a nicer sword. This kind of system is extremely robust. It's matured over decades and decades and decades, and it speeds up your game development in that you don't have to learn how to create your own database management system, and you don't have to make your own. I'll show you a little bit of the database management system for my upcoming game, and this is The Hero of Destiny Was Killed by the Final Boss. It's currently available on Steam, which you can pick up right now. If you use Linux, there is a native build which you could download for free from itch.io. It will be launching on Nintendo Switch in a couple days now. Now, if we take a look at the inspector here, this is in Unity. You can see that the visual interface here is significantly more basic. If I wanted to make an interface similar to RPG Maker, it would take significantly more time and more work, and it would slow down the process here as I've focused on creating the game here. So I'm relying on Unity's inspector, and you can see I can manage, for example, the weapons here. This weapons inspector allows me to create new weapons and modify the values accordingly. If you take a look here, this allows me to create new characters, to manage my characters. I can change their stats, specifications, any special skills that they may be able to employ during battle. And you can see through all of this, we can achieve the same thing that RPG Maker does, except it took me hundreds and hundreds of hours of work in order to create this system after I've spent thousands of hours learning how to create a system like this. Let's take a look at our code for some of these database management systems, and we will see that it takes thousands upon thousands of lines of code. If we take a look at some of the coding for the battle logic, you must program all of the logic for the rest of the game that allows the inputs from that database system to be able to take effect during battle. So there's a massive, massive amount of work, and if you are new to game development, you won't be able to do this because you have not learned how to transcribe game concepts. You will be able to develop and learn the ability to transcribe, to take a concept from your mind, make it functional. And through using a database system like RPG Maker, you will eventually understand over time, by putting in effort and work, how to use a database management system to affect the supplemental content of your game and to have it take effect as the core content of your game. I hope this has been helpful to you. Thank you very much for spending some time with me today. If there are any other topics you would like me to discuss where I can be helpful to you, please let me know. And if you would like to check out my game, The Hero of Destiny Was Killed by the Final Boss, you can check that out on Steam right now. I'll put the link in the description, and it will be launching on Nintendo Switch in a couple days. Thanks very much. Take care of yourselves and be well.